Hello guys, well it's Sunday. It's the last day of the track's open for the whole year. Ratzuki's getting a little happier. Made some changes this morning. So, made some changes. We're at 26 degree total. That's where we were yesterday now. I spiced it up a teeny bit. And 2000s on the nitrous jet. All that's in there are little baby 22s. I had 20s in it yesterday. Last pass was pretty good, but fighting the wind. And it went 8, 17, 157, okay? So, I shortened the kill time up just a smidge. I need to go a little bit more. And put a new bottle in it with full pressure. And, hang on a second. Just gotta go by. And I'm at 22 on the nitrous, and instead of 2000s, I brought them together. 23 on the fuel, so only a foul. Well, anyway, let me tell you what 2000s will do in a tiny little jet. Just made the first pass. Totally bogged it because, like a dum-dum, I didn't purge the nitrous line from the bottle to the solenoids. I don't have a purge valve on this thing, but usually I at least bleed the line off. So I get up there. You may have seen the video already. I'm not sure if I showed it to you yet. Okay, but yeah, so it bogged super bad, clear down to 2,000 RPM. It showed on the data, and then it just blasted off. Luckily, I hang on tight with my left hand. But anyway, it went straight, went through the gears. That baby falling on its face completely. 4,500 feet. Yesterday it ran the best of 157. It just ran almost 168 at 818. 60 foot was only 132. That probably would have been a 117, 115. And I don't know, I estimate that number would be a 80, I don't know, 809 to 796. Probably touch 170. So, the old boy's starting to run, and I'm very happy, and the motor's happy. We got the air fuel now right around 11 to 1. It spikes a little on the shifts, which is normal. But anyway, we're going to make another pass here in a minute. See how it goes. Okay guys, I'm going to break into the video here. This is about a week later. I'm in my living room, but I wanted to show you this. This is run 3 from the first day, and I just wanted to show you better here because in the trailer so much glare and stuff. So this is run 3 with a little less power. This was the 817 157, but the main ingredient here is first of all, I got to do a lot of adjustments to the wheelie bars. They're too low, and even without the wind, when the bike did make a good launch, this was the best launch, it pulls to the right. So I raised the right wheel up a little bit, but I went and studied some of my old videos, and I carry the wheel, geez, probably 1.5 inches higher. So I need to adjust the bars, play with all that, and then the nitrous controller I have on there now is a very simple one, an NX controller. It starts at 20%, doesn't have any other adjustments other than time feeding it in. So yeah, I kind of messed up on that when I purchased that one. I need something small to fit on the bike, and so yeah, I kind of overlooked the smaller version that Schnitz has. So I got that coming. That basically will let me start at 20% on the hit and then adjust it pretty accurately, I think in 5% increments all the way up to whatever I want, plus the time. So for example, in the old days I didn't have these controllers at all, but I have all my records, and I used to leave on about a 14 to 18 nitrous jet, and then once I got in second gear I turned that system off and turned on the big ones in the ports. So I kind of know what I need. So for example, if I want to run it, you know, with 22s in it like I did here, you know, I need the thing to leave on about a 15 or 14 to leave smooth, and I just can't do that with the 20%. We're talking it way down, you know, under 10, and it'll make it bog, or just, I can't control it enough. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Got that already coming, the new tuner box, new progressive box, and adjust the bars, and then I got to go over the motor. The motor's got 19 passes on it now, and it's still leaking down fine, you know. A little bit of seepage coming past the head gasket now and stuff, you know, it's running hard, tries to lift the head. So anyway, that's future plans. Not sure when I'll be running it next, but anyway, I want to show you this. So here is that run 3. So here is on the stutter box, 7,000. Okay, that's what this old chassis likes. I used to launch it at 7,500, and with the right amount of torque, it would pull through. So the red is the RPM's on the top left, the air fuel's on the top right. It's always going to be super high when you're stuttering the motor. You're killing the ignition, and with the throttle open, so you get full lean. Means nothing. I dropped the clutch, and then if you look on the left, this was 120 60 foot time. So right here is where it's pulling the motor down, and see up here, about 6,300. So that's kind of how the bike always ran the fastest. You know, back in the day, 760s, it went quicker than that, only it did go quicker, quite a bit quicker, but only a couple times. So 770s, 780s, 760s. So what I need to shoot for here is I need to control it and, you know, get this area right here when it pulls the motor down to where it is now, about 63 or 6,400, to probably about 6,800 RPM. That's when I'll start getting consistency. And then with the wheelie bar adjusted right, the chassis works better carrying the wheel off the ground higher, you know, 3 inches or more. So got to do a lot of adjustment on that now. But that's what we need to do to come through into second gear. And then of course the kill time needs to be a lot shorter. I'm going to take care of all that, but you know, it takes testing, you know. So anyway, so this is basically run 3 coming up, and then making the second gear shift. See, I I still didn't have the button adjusted in the right spot. It was hard for me to find, so I over-revved it, but I didn't get into the rev limit because I set the limiter up at 12.5 now. See, I shifted at 12,300, which is a lot. It should be shifting at 11. Okay, these are just bumps in the track where the tire's spinning. Okay, and then here is your third gear into fourth, and this is fourth gear, and then the high gear shift I hit pretty good, 11,194. And then this is when I was biting. The wind was about a 32-mile-an-hour crosswind on this run. So anyway, and this is right where I let off. 10,800, just about right at the lights on this one. It was going 157. So I'm going to show you that clip just real quick, just the launch, and you can hear the motor pull down and just pull right through there smooth. Let me show you that clip, just part of it, and that's where we're going to be shooting for. Then we're going to go to the last pass of the day on Sunday, which was spun the tire, hit a bunch of bumps in the right lane, but the thing hauled ass up on top end, and then I'll show you the chart, this same chart for that run. Okay guys, this is run number 6, which was the last run, total of 6 runs. I made 3 each day. This is the last run on Sunday. I got in the right lane. I should have stuck in the left. It probably would have went about a 790 on this pass in the left lane. Got to remember we're at 4,500 feet, okay? About a half a second slow from Sacramento, maybe 4/10, 5/10 at least. But anyway, let's go over this run. So the right lane, I never really made a hard launch. And this lane is full of bumps where they patched it with cement. And it's like a kind of a mini roller coaster actually. That's what I found out. So here we are at, let me see here. Yeah, right here is where we're about to launch. I dropped the clutch on this one and see it pulled the motor way down. It didn't bog completely, but yeah, it's way down to 4 grand, see? So what I did is I went out on the timing of just a half a second on the progressive box, but like I say, I can only start at 20%, and that's not enough because it hooked pretty good and then it pulled the motor down. And then I got into the bumps, you know. You think this is almost a shift, and it's not. The wheel's spinning, okay? This was 830. but the thing out the back door went 174 miles an hour. That's flying for up here. So here's your second gear shift. Okay. Here's third gear. And the air fuel is pretty decent right now. I can still take more fuel out of it. See it up on the top right. It's rich, but probably not enough to slow it down. I'd like to see that about 11.5, 11.8, and we'll get there. It just takes a lot more testing. Okay, and here we go. We're in fourth gear now. I just hit the shift point at 11.3, which is good. Okay, fourth gear. All right, see the air fuel and the RPM. And I'm all settled in there, and I usually like to short shift it just a hair. So I hit that shift pretty nice. 10.9, 10.7. Okay, now we're in high gear, and the thing was calm. It was real good conditions. If that lane was smooth, it would have been in the 7s. And now the thing's motoring, it was just pulling so nice. This bike's really stable. You know, once it gets rolling. And we're going. See the RPM on the left top and the air fuel. Okay, and then right here is where we're at the lights. And look at that, that's perfect. This is the gearing from the old days. The old days had no computer, had no data like this, nothing. And this is exact gearing I used to run, and now you can see why. Okay, it's going 174 right here, and it's 11,000, and the motor definitely has over rev to go to 12. So this gearing is good. I'm going to keep it on there because this is the one that always launched good. But what we need to do is I need to come up on the RPM a little bit, or probably just the nitrous hit harder, so we can keep the launch bogged somewhere between 6,400 and probably 7,000 max coming off here, and then feed it in smooth. And then by the time I'm in second gear under power, that's when we start, you know, putting all the power to it. So anyway, I thought that'd be interesting for you to see. And then obviously right after this is where I'm letting off, slowing down. See? So that's that. Back to the run. Good job. Bumpy track we got down there though, didn't we, Bo? Huh? Good job, boy. Bumpy track. Bumpy track. You're out of your fucking mind. lot of forgetting to do stuff. Anyway, I think this weekend was pretty successful. At least we turned the corner, made the thing go down the track. The right lane here's got a lot of bumps in it. I could not get it to hook up no matter what. Anyway, so the next run I went 845, 156 with the 127.60. Kind of broke loose. Then what I did is I pulled some out of it off the line, the progressive box, and it did it, went back. Okay, as I was saying, the cars went by. All in all, I'm real happy with it. Now I just have to learn how to control it for the first 300 feet. We made one more pass, and it did a slight bog. This was in the right lane with all the bumps, and the thing hooked up, and it got down through there. The kill time's still way too long, so most I could get out of the box that's on that now. But anyway, 4,500 feet. Look at that mile an hour. Right on Ratzuki, eh? Only went 830 because it was a mess before then. Boy, it motored down there. And like I said, I do not have big power in it yet. I can make a lot more. So anyway, happy with it. This wraps up the video for this weekend of testing and Friday night with the M209. You might have already seen that. Wheelie Man. So we'll just see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. You know, all the YouTube stuff. Really appreciate it. And I just hope you enjoy all this. This is a real thrash, but 30 years later, the old man and the old bike finally making some passes, guys. See you later.